Hey, what's up YouTube? Down South Reefer coming back at you with a very special December 25th Christmas Day update. Merry Christmas everyone, happy holidays, happy New Year in the next few days. Looking forward to 2017 coming at us, quick and simple. But this isn't about all that. This is about a tank update and things that's been going around for the last few weeks since my last. So let's get going. Start off, you can obviously see the tank still floating. Added a couple more coral, added a new fish, and we'll go ahead and do a little view in here and see my two new corals. Is going to be this nice hammerhead, doing real well. The Favi in the middle, which has already been in there, he's doing really good. And there's the GSP, the green star polyp, grown in size a little bit. And over here is the finger, who's reaching for the heavens finger leather. And then I have a nice little frog spawn here. So hopefully these guys will take off and start growing here soon, and I'll have some more coverage in my tank. About the fish, we're going to back out here a little bit, and before everybody gets going on me, I want you to let you know, if you haven't been watching my videos, I do have a 40-gallon Innovative Marine Nuvo tank. Nuvo Fusion, and yes, that is a yellow tang. Now I've been warned that the tang police are going to be coming at me via CJ's Aquarium, letting me know about that. But I will let you know that I also talked to my LFS very detailed about this fish, and this is a very baby yellow tang, only about an inch in width. So he's very young. It's very young, and it will live very good in this tank for a very long time. So I am in no way whatsoever being mean or cruel or whatever to this tang. This tang is going to do just fine. He is super happy. A little nervous right now because I'm filming him. It's his first camera shot. So, but here it is. Beautiful little fish. I've been definitely very happy with him, and he's done very good in the tank. And I was kind of worried that my 6th line, since it had been in there for a little while by itself, that it might take over and be defensive against whatever I put in there. But I was smart, and I got something that would be just right aggressive back. And once I put the tang in there, I tell you what, the 6th line was swimming next to him, and just like they were buddies, like they hadn't seen each other in a while. The 6th line loves them being in there, and they've gotten along. And besides a little bit of tapping each other when it's food time, but that's about it. But they've been doing great. And speaking of, he's making a little bit of appearance. They thinking they're getting early feed, but they ain't getting fed this early. So everything's doing really good. I still haven't got me a glass scraper, so I apologize for my glass looking all crappy. I scraped it a little bit before the video here, but it's good. Levels are good. I got new salt from I traded in the Aqua Instant, or I'm sorry, the Instant Ocean, and got the reef crystals. So I should see my level starting to go up once I've got a couple more water changes in. And that's really about it, except for the big thing, the big one. And my last video was about my Zet light that I ordered, and I'm not going to go into big time detail because if you have watched those videos, you know about it. But yeah, so I returned the Zet light after I purchased my new light, and I was way undecided on what I was going to buy. Aqua Illuminations Prime. Was I going to keep the Zet light? Was I going to go do something else? Was I going to go buy something used? Well, I couldn't get the idea of paying $300 or $400 for a used light and then having the possibility that a month later it breaks and then you're out. You're tough luck. So the more and more research I did, the more and more reviews I did, the more and more I started to break down, and well, hell with it. There it is. Yes, that is the Ecotech Radeon XR15 Pro G4. And I tell you what, that thing's only on 45%, and it's been a world of difference in this tank already. The colors, everything about it is great. I'm not upset with my purchase. I spent a little bit more money, and I still need to get the reef link for it, but it's out of stock right now, so it's an expensive investment. But I always said, you got to do it right the first time if you're going to do it. So I went ahead and broke down and got the XR15 G4. And like I said, it's I like it a lot. I've got it hooked up on my computer and fiddled with the programming on it, and I've got it on my schedule right now. I'll probably change it a lot when I get the Reflink, because it's a little bit easier for me to do with on my phone than on the computer. But this thing, the way to be able to program this thing is wow. It is in depth. You can do a lot with this light, a lot. But I'm not saying anything that anybody who's reviewed this light or had one doesn't know already. So I am anxious to see how it's going to do. It should be more than efficient for my tank, especially with the new LED coverage fears. I guess the new lamps, I forgot the HIMs or whatever they're called. They're supposed to have better spread and for more coverage and not have hot spots like what has been a big time problem with LEDs. So I've done a unboxing video for this, which will follow this video. And once I've had it for a little bit longer and got to fiddle with it some more and see what it does with my tank, I'll do a review video on it. I know there's not a lot of videos out there on the G4s. I know there's tons and tons on the G3s, but this light has only been out since, I think, I want to say September. So hopefully I'll be able to add a little bit of information if anybody out there who is was in the boat that I was in looking for their new light. So, but that's my new light, guys. It's up, it's hanging. It has 2 cords, so I actually like it better because the cord is so long. I was able to run my cord up and over rather than having it just hang right across there by the speaker. So it's a lot nicer way it hangs. It does hang just a tad bit crooked because of the way the other light was set up. My hooks up there are just a little bit off, but those are toggles, and I'm not gonna make another big hole in my ceiling and have to repair the other hole just for a little bit of a off center. I mean, you can't even see it. You probably can't even see it this way. Yeah, see, you can't even. I mean, even when you're standing in front of it, you can't tell it. But it's the right hand side is just a little bit, tad bit further than the left hand side. And really, I can adjust that, but just by swiveling my tank. So but it's not hurting nothing. You can't see it. You doesn't notice it. But that's the only thing that came out of that. I do have it about 9 inches. I think they recommended 9 inches, and that's where I have it at, and it does really good. And little Mr. Tang there, cool fish. I want color in my tank, probably like every reefer out there. So that's why I went with a yellow Tang, and I also wanted something that would be compatible if I do decide to go with a dwarf lionfish. That, I think, is my ultimate goal. I'm just having a very hard time finding one right now, and I do believe I'm going to go with a dwarf lionfish in this tank. And if it comes to where he's in there and I'm just not satisfied with him or what I expected, then, you know, I'll take him to the LFS and he'll find a new home. But I really am fascinated by this fish. I think they're beautiful fish, and really want to take one on. I know the limits and the things that come with that fish, but you know, if you're gonna start it up, you might as well go all out and learn the hard way and learn the harder fish. And then you can be all downhill from there. So everybody's good. I've lost nothing, knock on wood. Only fish I've lost was my very first 6 line, and that was, I don't believe, my fault. All of my crabs are doing great. My snails are doing great. And it's just, it's all working out well. Everything's beautiful, knock on wood. And still looking to get my rest of my equipment, you know, here in the next month or two. My skimmer and another pump and my controller and whatever the heck else I put on this thing. So alright, I think I've rambled on enough, guys. Again, Merry Christmas. It is that day, the December 25th. Happy holidays to all, and hopefully y'all are getting some good fish stuff out there. I did get a couple gift certificates to my LFS and things like that, but all good. So maybe there'll be another coral in here. I think we'll go with coral next. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more, I don't want to just say pricey, but a little bit more upscale, something unique maybe, if I can find something, and something that's going to stand out, something that's going to be like, oh yeah, that's a nice piece right there. So I think I'm ready for that point. I'm not going to spend a crap load of money. You know, I'm still early on it, but I want to get something unique, something a little bit more challenging. Because like I said, everything is going fantastic right now. Knock on wood, my tongue's only been going for 3 months, made roughly that. But I've had a lot of help out there. Shout out to the Reef Shack, CJ's Aquarium. I've gotten a lot of intelligent information from those guys out there, and followed, you know, everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I do watch your videos every time you post them out, and like and comment when I can, and you guys are very helpful as well, and have done me right in the correct path on getting this up and going, and what I want to do with it. So more and more journey to go. So we're just over 10 minutes. I think that's enough for a Christmas Day update. Look forward to seeing a few more when there's things to tell you about. So guys, again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you next year. Down South Reefers out.